Hello YouTube, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Whew, got a minute here, and now that I have figured out how to work some of this different software on my laptop, I know that I can make a video and upload it to YouTube. The message on YouTube says that after January 16th, that the direct uploads will no longer be available. However, you can't use it now. And that makes no sense to me. What is that doing? Oh, that makes no sense to me. I don't like it. I did 5 videos yesterday and nothing processed it. I mean, I put in some talking, but that's okay. I got some more talking. Just taking a minute here. Y'all, I finally got most. Yeah, if this girl calls me again, I know it's her. Hold on. See? Hello? Half. A half. Yes. It can be their brand or it can be Alpine. Okay. You're welcome, baby. Bye bye. I sent your friend to the store and she has called me 4 times. Actually, yeah, 4 times. Well, to her, in her defense, it is a store that we don't frequent. So it's kind of hard to find your way around. And one thing that I like about certain markets where I shop, especially, if they're chains, is that no matter which location you go to, that the layout is the exact same. Well, for some reason, this particular one does not have the same layout. Everything is in another area. You literally have to walk up and down each lane. And I'll tell you why. Because if you look up at the top where they have the signs that tell you where things are, they're not there. So, whatever. But damn! Look around! Quit calling me, bugging me. Busy. On YouTube. That's alright. I got some more holiday cheer. I sent her for some I sent her for some more supplies. We need more cranberry ginger ale around here. I'm telling y'all, I hit it with this one. I did. I struck gold. Y'all go back to that video and get the recipe. I'm telling you. Tell you what else will help you too. Now, some of you may not know. Well, I guess none of you really know because I never talked about it. I used to be a sports fan. I had my teams, I had my people. But they were all for very personal and significant reasons. And here was my number one. Y'all see that autograph? Even got a shot glass up. Y'all see that? You see the signature? Let me turn it around so you can see his number. What you know about that? Broadway Joe. Joe Namath. Met him several. Met him several times. He knew me and my father and my mother when he saw us. And my sister, but she was real quiet, timid, meek. Knew us whenever he saw us. That's how often he had met us. Carried me on his shoulders. Yay! Yep. He had legs across his shoulders. He carried me like that. We used to go out to the stadium and watch the scrimmages because, believe it or not, guys, that used to be free to do. You could go to the stadium and watch scrimmages for free, and there were never a lot of people there, and so that's what we would go do. My dad is a serious sports fan. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. He's whatever sport he's got it. He's a big fan, and that's what we did. Especially living in New York, we went to every stadium that they had. Oh man, I never. That was some of my. I heard something going on outside. I heard some animals, but it's like it stopped. They usually don't make that kind of noise unless somebody or something's out there. And I've been hearing it every morning around the same time. I hear them again. And the thing is, there's been a skunk that's been trying to, there's a skunk that's been lurking around. And I smell his ass when we go out early in the morning to get my daughter out. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's some of my favorite childhood memories. Man, we would go, especially if we were right there, of course, from Yankee Stadium, and when they would fly the Goodyear blimp around, you could look out of our window because we lived on the 13th floor at that time. So you could look out of our window and watch the Goodyear blimp circle the stadium, and we would just sit in the window like this, watching. It's a big deal seeing this dirigible, So anyway, we would go to Yankee Stadium. We would go for bat day, hat day, ball day. And for you guys that don't know, you go if you were a kid or if they didn't run out, you were some of the first people there, adults. You go on certain days, you get a free hat. Certain days, you get a free ball. Certain days, you get a free bat. We've got so many, oh my goodness, autographs on baseballs. Look, one of the balls that I had personally, collectively we had a bunch, but one of my ball, I had so many autographs, and I don't think there was one baseball player on that ball because there would be so many celebrities at the games, and we'd see one and just ask them to sign the ball, and they'd sign the ball. And I remember I got my baseball signed by George C. Scott. Wow. That was amazing for me. I was young, and I knew who he was, oh man. So yeah, that was just, I tell you, we would go. It didn't matter where we sat. It could be in the bleachers. I mean, with something way up where people call nosebleed section or whatever, or down. It didn't matter. And most of the time, after people got settled in, you could see there were always empty seats all the way down. We would just go all the way down and sit, and nobody ever said, hey, you got to come out of here. Never. Empty seat, you go sit. That was it. We would go down, and as a matter of fact, we sat down in George C. Scott's personal box. We would go, we went to Yankee Stadium, Giant Stadium, Jet Stadium, Shea Stadium. We went, anything that was, and let me tell you, and at the time, our state, New York, was the only state that had a team in every sport. Every sport. Even hockey, okay? We would go to Islanders games. Oh man, that was fun. My mom didn't like that. She didn't want our dad to take us there. So she said, no, it was too much. I loved it. Bobby Orr. toothless ass Bobby, or yeah. Well, when you get whacked in the mouth with a fork a couple of times, you'll be losing some teeth too. Anyway, why did I start telling you all? Oh yeah, because I was telling you about my cup of holiday cheer, and I was going to take a shot with it, and it was in my Joe Namath Broadway Joe number 42 shot glass that nobody better touch. There. Plenty of shot glasses in there. Don't touch this. You better ask. I have to really like you. I mean, really like you. There's people I love that can't drink out of this glass. I gotta like you in a particular way. There's gotta be something endearing about you as a fan that allows you to drink out of this one. See, my brother's got in. He just made it in. Because we do a little battle about some of our teams, but that's okay because guess what? He respects me enough to buy me let me show you my Christmas hat my brother gave me. Y'all don't look at me. Let me see if I can slip past this camera without y'all seeing. Tip it back. I might as well grab all of them. Shoot them up. Yeah. I don't know what that's gonna look like until I play it. Y'all, I don't edit, so I will. Alright. Even he had to respect the fact. Oh, I can open this up, isn't it? Oh. Look at my Christmas hat that my baby brother got me. Oh. Got it. See it. And he had the nerve to say, yeah, and it's big enough to fit your whole head too. It does. I can't even believe I can get it down that far. But that's all right. I know I got a big head, but I got this hat to put on too. And I got to fix my daughter's other hat. She's got this one. It's the Disney princesses and the ball came off, or so I thought. And I said, well, Rachel, where's the ball? And she grinned at me. Not smiled, grinned. I said, what'd you do with it? She said, well, I was trying to make something and I needed to put something poofy on the end. So I cut it off and I glued it to my glove. So I don't know what we're going to put on that. I might put a sparkler and light it. I don't know. And came across a couple of these boots. Booties, Christmas stockings. That one doesn't have anything on it. It was supposed to be decorated, but it wasn't. And this one she decorated last year. And then she's got this one. I like this. My Precy bought this for her. And it came with this. Oh, I can show you guys the Christmas bear suit. It came with him inside. He came inside this stocking. Well, she bought him and put him inside the stocking and sent them both. Okay, so that is that. Hang on, let's stop. Okay, good. So that's one bear down here. Now, this is a bear from my Aunt Precy to my daughter, my youngest daughter. But my daughter also has bears that are collectibles as well. And she's got one for every year that she was born. She got her first one, her first Christmas. And so she's got one for every year that she was born. And some of them are dressed up in their Christmas gear. And so now every year we put them around the tree and set them on top of the packages. See the Christmas bear? This is a Belky bear. It's a Belk's department store. Some places it was called Matthews Belk. Some places called Belk. Some places it's called something. Belk. So this is Belky Bear 2009. He's really cute. See his little ears sticking out his hat? Little scarf. Okay. And this one, that's Belky Bear, Elfie Belky Bear, 2012. Isn't he cute? Hold on, fingers. Yeah, there we go. Pull his ear out the little thing. Okay, so there he is. So 2012 Belky, Elfie Belky, and Brownie Belky. See? Belky Bear, 2011. Little head scarf. Which way? Maybe I can stuff it and make it stand straight up. He's got an expression on his face, doesn't he? Look how you say, why you keep with me? Alright, well, that's it. Okay. And wait. Hold on. Alright. And his Belky Bear, 2013. And like I said, she's got one for every year she's been born. So she's got them from 2003 up until this year, up until 2014. And 2013. They said that they were going to stop selling the bears, that they discontinued, they were going to stop selling them. And what happened is, I think, people put out this outcry about it. So they sold it for one more year. And they told, oh, by the way, her wonderful Aunt Jennifer buys these for her every year. So we weren't able to find one last year. And for some reason, none of the salespersons knew whether or not they were going to have them or if they did indeed discontinue them or what. Nobody knew? Nobody? Okay, yeah. So anyway, she has gotten a bear from 2003 until last year. So she's got all of the bears. So we're going to see if they have them this year again. But again, I'm not going to do that because that's a special thing between her and her aunt. So thank you, Jake. She always gives her baby bears. And the other bears, and these are the ones that we put around the tree. And the other bears Rachel has in her room and she puts on her bed. And my baby still sleeps with bears. Yes. So there's a bear. And if I'm not feeling good or if her sister's not feeling good, you will wake up with a bear in your arms because she will come and slip a bear in there with you. So she still sleeps with bears, and she will give you one too to make you feel better. When my daughter, the one that you all have seen on the videos with me, and the one that you all see on Periscope. On Periscope, she shows up as Winter Acevedo. Okay. But it's the daughter that you see on the videos with me. I got two girls. She had to have a hip replacement. She's actually had two, but recently she had another one replaced. And when we went to the hospital, my other daughter, Rachel, took her brand new comforter set that she bought, and she wanted it, and man thought she was so sweet that he sold it to her. They were shutting stuff down. You know how sometimes they'll break down prices or whatever. And he was just so impressed with her. And I'm wondering, because I'm thinking, okay, she's a nice girl, you know, but he was just going on and on and on about it. And I'm wondering, because I'm standing there, I'm like, well, you know, is he seeing something, hearing something that I don't see and know? He just said that she was so mannerable, and that he sits out there for so many hours every weekend, and all he sees is children running rampant. And nobody has manners, nobody's disciplined or anything. And so when she approached him to ask him how much, how much the Disney Frozen Princess, Elsa, not Princess, Elsa, the Disney Frozen Elsa comforter set was, and he said, you want that? And she says, yeah. And he says, well, how much do you have? Where's your mom? And I was walking to her. I just walked a little slower. She saw it. She took off running. So I'm walking behind. I'm like, I'm coming. So she runs up because he had a whole lot of Disney character sets out there. But that's the one she wanted. And there was only one of those. So she's going up. She says, that one. And he says, where's your mom? And she says, right there. So I'm coming up. And they're talking, and I can see his whole face. It's like his whole mood changed in his face. And so we all kept talking, and when he realized that she was actually, that she wanted to spend her own money because she said she was going to buy it, I said, no, I'll get it for you. You don't spend your money on stuff like that. You keep your money for you. And no, I buy household stuff, you know. He said, well, if she wants to spend her money, I know you're her mom, so I said, but it's so good to see a child want to spend their own money. I said, yeah. He said, well, if you want to spend your own money, I will only charge you $10. And that's what he did. And she got the whole set just for having good manners and proper grammar. See? Telling you people, you better watch. Okay, anyway. I went. Now this was, well, let me go back. I'm getting too far out. Okay, so anyway. Rachel took her new set. When we got home, we washed it, and she said, I don't want to put it on the bed yet because she wanted to move her bed. She wants to change her room around, and I'm like, oh Lord. See, in the bed is iron. That's work. That's heavy. Now we got a girl with a bad hip. We got a mama with a bad knee and a bad back sometimes. I'm like, damn, I don't know about this. Well, she didn't want to put it on till then. But we, you know, when you buy stuff, you know, you need to wash it first. So we washed it and put it in this big plastic bag, and I stuck a dry sheet in there. And my daughter had to go to the hospital and get her hip replaced, and Rachel took, when we went to see her, we stayed there until it was over, and then when the surgery was over and they brought her to the room after recovery and she was eating, we went home. And when we went back to see her the next day, well, no, we went home. What we got home for? We went home for something, but we went home and Rachel went and grabbed that Disney Elsa quilt comforter thing and brought it to the hospital. and covered her sister up. Gave it to her, covered her up. And so that's what she had the whole time she was in the hospital from that hip replacement. And the nurses and doctors were coming in and say, "Well, wow, where did this come from?" Because I mean, it's really colorful. Man, it's colorful. Come on, it's a Disney character. Yeah, it's colorful. Plus, again, it's Disney. That's children. You got this grown woman laying in the bed with this big old Ilsa comforter, and it's reversible. So if you flip it over, you got the little the other girl, and then you got the little snowman with a frozen carrot nose or something, whatever it is. You got all that stuff. So that gave them pretty much to laugh, a lot to laugh at all that time for the time she was in there. But anyway, where else was I going with this? I don't know. I forgot. Well, maybe that's it. I forgot. Might have been because of being Joe. No, but I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. I'll think about something else. Talk to y'all later. We got some more videos to do. As soon as your friend comes back from the store, I saw some tag videos that I wanted to do, but we've got that part 2 of that video we did about things that we don't like. It was supposed to be pet peeves, then it just turned into things that irk us, things we don't like, stuff like that. And we had so much going on. It was so long. We said we're gonna have to stop this and do a part 2. So we are coming back with part 2 today. And as the day has gone on before she left, we wrote down a couple of more things, so you might get a part 3. Who knew that there were so many things that bothered us so much? So many things. Oh, look. Changed my nail color. Isn't it pretty? I was feeling festive. And it's pretty. Don't look at the polish on my fingers and around my cuticles. I haven't cleaned it off yet. I just got I painted and I put my out the door top coat on. So I just need to, I got to clean around. You know, you get something on the skin on the edges or around the cuticles. So I need to clean that off. But just look at the color. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's pretty. It's festive. It's beautiful. Alright guys, so I will be back. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Now let me see if I remember how to stop this. Stop. Oh, and I'm going to show you the tree too when we get through it. I can see a piece of it right back there. Doesn't do it justice. And we finally, like I said, we got that. There's 2 more things that still need to be done though. Well, I had to put together the final ornaments to go on. I would tell you what it is, but I'm going to wait because I want you to see it. And I've been waiting for my little one to get home from school because that's part of the tradition. She gets to put these on. We all put one on already. That's the first one that we do. Everybody grabs one and we place it on the tree. Then we'll go ahead and fill it in, but everybody gets to place one on at the same time. Okay, so we'll put those on and then you will see it. Okay, so we'll be back. Bye.